Welcome back to another episode of Hilltop Garage. So on this episode, I have my 1999 S10 Blazer, which they all came with a 4.3, so it's a V6 automatic 460 with 4-wheel drive. $1,500 for it. I found in the glove box all of the all of the service paperwork from its whole life. I found out it was parked in 2008 with a blown head gasket. And in turn, that head gasket rusted the crank and the piston rings were seized. So I pulled the motor, which I'll show that. I had it all cracked open. I'll put some pictures in on the screen. I'll get some pictures on the screen of what the motor looked like before it was taken apart. But this Friday, me and my father are driving all the way out to Ames, Iowa to pick up a new motor, to put in a used motor, 150 grand on it, which isn't ideal for what I want, but it's better than not having a motor, obviously. So this is a motor that came out of it. It's like half-ass put together. I'm keeping the injectors. We're just doing it for the core, so they can have it for the core, but that's that. So we'll get that motor in. I'll get the motor and I'll let you guys see the motor once it arrives. But that's the plan for this. And this is going to be the new daily, so I can park the S10 and finish it. So obviously paint it and maybe throw what's under there in it, the super secret. And that's my 4-wheeler. Drop in the comments if you want to see anything about the 4-wheeler. Also, comment if you want to know what happened to Rustline. I don't know if anyone actually watched the first 4 videos on the channel. You would notice there used to be a truck there. There's not a truck there anymore. I can give a whole detailed description on what happened to that if you would like that, but I'm not going to do that unless someone wants to see it. So I'll get back to you guys once we have that motor for this, and then we'll start that process of installing it. So all right, we got the motor all dolled up, ready to go for the core, hooking it up. I actually pulled the Blazer out because it's going to be easier to throw the new motor in if it's not tucked in that garage. But the new motor is getting ready to go. Just gonna drop it on this pallet, strap it down, because at the junkyard they got a bobble on. Right. Once I get that on the pallet, strap down, I'll get back to you. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull this water pump pulley off, because I'm not sure if the new ones come with it. So I'm just go ahead and get it all loaded, and I'll be back with y'all. Okay, so we got the motor off the stand out of the truck, the new one. Right now we're gonna doll it up so we can identify any leaks in it, but we're gonna throw new plugs in it. We're not gonna worry about the plugs and plug wires because they're not hard to do. Well, they are hard, but they're not hard at the exact same time. Gonna clean up some stuff and then get it mated up in today, but we're working on getting it cleaned up, getting all the accessorized and such bolted to the front of the said motor. Should be smooth sailing in theory, hypothetically. Not good at math, but it's fine. So we're gonna get it dropped in, and I'll get back to y'all. Yeah. So we got the motor. We're getting ready to drop it in, and it's gonna be a hot mess, but we're almost there. We're just gonna drop it in, start putting stuff together like a Lego set. It'll be fine. Shouldn't be that hard, in theory. Let's get her done. I'm deleting this game after today.
So, motor's in. We're trying to get it connected back to the transmission. Eli's underneath it, messing around. This motor, when we first got it in, was all like angled like that, which obviously it's got a little dangle to it now. It's angled down slope that way, but it's in. And it's probably gonna even itself out. Eli's down here doing Eli things. I don't know what he's doing. Ratchet and strapping his transmission. Right, Eli?
We're gonna rehook it again. It's not straight. It's turned all weird.
I was just saying that.
I know.
Alright, we're gonna come back when it's in, hopefully. So, not that far later, we got motor. Eli's down there doing the bell housing bolts.
Did you start recording right as I said that?
No. Maybe a little after. But, it's in. Bell housing bolts are going in.
Kinda.
We got a lot. Kinda. They're going in. They will. But that took what, 5, maybe 10 extra minutes after
I can't tell if these are threading.
the last video. So I mean, it's going super well. And then got a deadband under there. We ran him over. But just a bunch of wires that we got to do, and then should be all good.
So we got the motor in. I've been driving it around. Ordered front wheel hubs and shocks. Got brake pads. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and work on the rear brakes. Put the pads in. Because the rotor's got a little bit of, one more brake cycle left. Just to save some money, we're gonna keep those rotors. We shouldn't, but I'm going to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those rotors in. Hopefully the wheel hubs and the shocks should come in tomorrow. We can get that in. And this needs a blower motor for the heat and such. And then other than that, it's done and it's ready to be roadworthy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those pads in, and then it's about all I can do for until tomorrow when we get the parts. But this vehicle's looking good. We gave it a bath. It still needs another wash because it rained on it, but it looks a lot better. The paint's not actually that bad. I've seen worse paint. So probably gonna buff it sometime here in the future, but for now it's good and I'm really happy with it. So we go ahead and get those pads in and then go from there. So I'm over here on the drinker side working on these. Calipers are stiff, so I'm taking a quick break from that and working very slowly to not blow a seal or anything. But I heard some grinding on this side. Found out that it was the parking brake. If I put it up here, I don't know if it'll still do it. It's the parking brake doing grinding. Let me get it set on where it belongs. Oh hell, it's hard to do this with one hand. Okay, I got it on. So you can hear it grinding. And it sounds like the caliper's rubbing because it's all rusty and stuff. So I'm kind of cleaning it up with these wheels I had laying around just to get rid of that. Not that worried about a parking brake. It's an automatic. Just gonna get that done and then we'll move to the other side. Go slow with the caliper, but we're almost there. Won't be long now. So I haven't recorded anything in a while. After I got the rear brakes to work, the pads, I got them put on. I was test driving it, and the captain side, driver's side caliper was hanging up. So I thought we were on fire. So I got new calipers put in on both of the rear. The front calipers are good. Got those put in, got those bled, and then I blew a tire, so we got new-ish tires. Kind of a cheapo brand, but they're all trains. I haven't had any issues with it. It runs great. The only thing that doesn't work is a fuel gauge, so I went ahead and put in my touchscreen head unit so I can have a radio. But other than that, it runs great. I haven't had any issues with it. And I've been daily driving it for probably a month now since I got the motor in it. And I love it. It's great. But that's all I got for you guys on this episode of Hilltop. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.